trained to that level so that we can use deadly force as necessary.
Shadowy men doing shadowy work for the government? Not really. See what George Knapp did find rolling down the roads of southern Nevada.
Now, your #1 11 p.m. newscast. Channel 8 Eyewitness News in HD.
Strange, unmarked vehicles with blacked out windows, a forest of antennas. They've all been spotted in southern Nevada and in neighboring states.
Who are these guys and why are they driving through Las Vegas so often? The I-Team went looking for the alleged men in black and found them. George Knapp is here with the exclusive story.
Well, as you both know, we started hearing about these weird convoys a couple of months ago in connection with the story of an alleged UFO crash on the Colorado River. Sure enough, the stories about unusual trucks and agents inside turned out to be true. What we stumbled on has nothing to do with UFOs, but those vehicles are definitely carrying out a secret and important mission.
On a ribbon of asphalt in the Nevada desert, a strange convoy of odd vehicles with darkened windows slides along in relative obscurity. There are no signs or placards to suggest who these guys are, but the telltale license plate says federal government. At a way station near Laughlin, the convoy pulled over to evaluate who we were, so we waited too. As we did, more of the mystery trucks zipped past. Since May, when an unknown object crashed near the Colorado River south of Needles, residents have reported seeing so-called men in black in unmarked vehicles.
One of the four-wheel drive trucks with the shell on the back that had like the bumps, radar domes, things like that.
They've been seen in the area over the past several months, and sometimes in, many of them, not just one or two.
Eyewitnesses say the men in the trucks had a military bearing, close-cropped hair, but wore civilian clothes. Ex-cop Frank Costigan says he chatted with one outside a grocery store.
He's wearing a uniform shirt that says Nevada Test Site. I said, where exactly is it? Never did it dawn on me that was Area 51. He says, Area 51.
Back at our roadside encounter, the situation grew more tense when one of the trucks pulled up beside us. A man got out and told us to produce some ID, so we asked him to first show us his.
I'm a federal agent of the United States.
The badge was from the NNSA, the National Nuclear Security Administration, the branch of the Department of Energy responsible for nuclear weapons. NNSA is a constant presence in Nevada, particularly at the test site, but it has a little-known elite component which doesn't interact with media.
NNSA is a patriotic American. We ask that you not interfere.
What we stumbled upon was OST, Office of Secure Transportation, the special unit created to transport nuclear weapons and weapons-grade material. Since its creation in 1975, its convoys have logged more than 110 million miles without any serious incidents, carrying the world's deadliest cargo right through cities like Las Vegas, and only a handful of people are in the know.
We're not trying to hide anything for anyone, but we're not also trying to, be too overt.
Operations Manager Mike Flynn says OST walks a fine line between openness and secrecy. Its existence is not a secret, but its work is classified by necessity. Earlier this year, OST moved into Area 12 of the Nevada test site for specialized training. The I-Team is the first TV news crew to get a glimpse into that world. Over the years, OST's fleet of specially modified rigs has created an aura of mystery, especially among long-haul truckers.
They think that we're doing all types of different business, and anything from hauling aliens to hauling vast shipments of whatever it is that needs to be placed by the government somewhere.
For the records, no aliens though, right?
No aliens. Haven't transported an alien.
The 1,200 employees of OST do a few things very well. They drive, they shoot, and they train. Agents are mostly ex-military, special forces, combat hardened. They must pass rigorous background checks, psychological tests, and a grueling 21-week academy. And then they train 800 hours every year, in particular on weapons and tactics, preparing for anything they might encounter on the road, everything from drunk drivers to hijackers to terrorists.
They're well capable, and there's significant numbers of them on each shipment. We train to that level so that we could use deadly force as necessary to protect those weapons.
OST won't say what kind of firepower each convoy carries, but it is considerable. There are high-tech surprises inside the vehicles as well, and the best communication systems in the world. The head of this low-key agency hopes the bad guys get one message.
Our best security posture is providing a target that potential adversary is going to look at and go, that's too hard. These guys and gals are too good, and it's not worth our effort.
And do you train for crazy media guys with cameras?
We hope that that doesn't happen again.
OST won't say much about the capabilities of their vehicles, but we've learned these machines are so sophisticated, in the unlikely event that the agents are somehow taken out, the trucks can defend themselves and will kill anyone who tries to hijack their cargo. Tomorrow at 11, we'll tell you about the trucks and the tactics, plus the cold hard facts about nuclear weapons here in Las Vegas, which explains one reason the OST teams are here so often.
So just a coincidence they were in the neighborhood at the time of the crash.
It's sort of like that. It is sort of coincidental. I mean, they were definitely around, but it is coincidental in my opinion. That transportation corridor is one that they use a lot, and I suspect some of the residents down there in Needles saw the trucks, jumped to a conclusion. You know, these guys don't hang around, though. When they're carrying something, they stay on the move. And based on what some eyewitnesses told us, it sounds like someone else might have been in the area, looked a lot like them, interviewing people, but it was someone else, not them. We were also told that if this convoy that we encountered had been carrying a nuke, that we would have been in a lot of trouble, and I don't mean legal trouble anyway, but these are very impressive people, a very impressive operation, and we have a lot more of an inside look tomorrow night.
Wow, that's really interesting. Thanks, George.
Glad you lived through the encounter.
With your shorts on.
I look good, didn't I?
I'm telling you. Thanks, George.